Привет из Сингапура. С вами передача «Голубь мира», где обсуждаем крутые навыки. Спрашиваем на английском, отвечаем на русском. Подтягивайте язык или смотрите перевод в тайм-кодах. Let's talk about biohacking and let's start with the definition.
Biohacking is an attempt of the person to live long, to live healthy, and to obtain some useful abilities. For example, to see at night, to listen carefully on a long distance, to calculate in the memory huge digits.
And in terms of the fundamentals or building blocks, what exactly makes the biohacking the skill?
Our body and our brain is connected systems which could be hacked with some kind of chemical essence. If we will understand how brain execute some kind of routines, maybe we could help it to give some medicine, some pills, some additional food supplies or something like this. Maybe if we want to be stronger, to be more endurance, maybe we also could drink some kind of juices, eat some nuts, or maybe some mixture or cocktails, and it would help us for a long or short period to be in a good mood, in good force, and to be all might.
And in terms of the, I would say maybe ethical, philosophical, and maybe practical aspect. So it seems that biohacking could be compared with this thing. There was a thing before called overclocking, when you have a hardware and you're trying to, like speed it up. So probably it would have some sort of repercussions. But there is also the thing that our bodies was built in a certain way to perform certain tasks. So whether biohacking is actually doing things that could break the system eventually, giving that like it can't really have the capacity to perform the tasks that they were giving to it.
Good question. Let us remember the Russian movie or Soviet movie Guest from the Future. Гость из будущего. Guest from the Future.
Correct.
It was a movie, and there was a girl who came from future. I don't know, like 20 years later, and suddenly she showed to everyone that she was more capable than all other boys and girls. She could jump, she could speak fluently, she could make very complex calculation in the mind, and it is remind me the same situation. Let's think how it was 20 or 50 years ago. If you will see the pictures of competition of the beauty for men and women like 100 years ago, it is nothing to see. No muscles, no special preparation. So men just take out the clothes, or women, and just so let's see me, and my mustache is just only wonderful thing. But if you will see, for example, competitions for Mr. Universe or some other, or Mrs. Universe, you will find that this men and women, they were trained how to pump the muscles, how to wear the clothes, how to show themselves, how to picture the face, or even some colorful appliance on the body to look much better. And when we will compare this, like now and 100 years ago, we look like okay. But let's think what will happen in next 100 years. Maybe there would be a child which will be fed in special way to compete in Mr. Universe or Mrs. Universe competition after 20 or 25 years. Let's remember about, I forgot this really fat guys from Japan. How is it called? Sumo.
Sumo fighters.
Sumo fighters, yes? Sumo
Yes.
fighters. They at age of 18, they have a weight like 200 kilos, and they prepared all their life. But after the competition, like 2, 3, 5 years, they couldn't live because they will die because of the weight which is very harmful for the heart. Maybe we will have some like exoskeletons or some other stuff which will help us to fly, to see something. For example, when I was in Tel Aviv, I was shown bionic lenses which could be put in the eye, and there are some areas of it, and you will see, for example, triple увеличение.
Zooming in.
Triple zoom in or triple zoom out in the same lens. And I was wondering, there is no power supply, no battery on it. So it feeds from the human body.
So yeah, sometimes I do believe the human body also could be treated as the huge giant battery, which could be treated in a different ways. So when it comes to the levels of biohacking that the person could go through, and I would only talk about something that exists in the present time, what they possibly are.
First level, you just use usual food, but you take the greatest tomatoes, the greatest cucumbers and carrots. You just use grown on the ground, and it is high quality and maybe from some special areas. For example, we like Uzbek lemons or Azerbaijanians tomatoes, or for example, I don't know, eggs from Belarus. Second level, when you put in your body some kind of chemicals and you know what to do, you take like, I don't know, 10 pills every day for a very complex scheme, and you are treated with doctors. They measure your blood and some other components of your life. And the last level, if you have enough money, you will have the special kind of diet which will take your weight to the same level, which will feed your brain with the just best possible on the planet chemicals, and also you'll wear clothes and live in environment which will have the has no harm to your condition.
Correct. And when it comes to using a certain gadgets in order to, help you to hack certain aspects of your life, like for example, using bracelets or using rings or anything that, like counts how many times you blink or maybe sneeze, whatever. So what is the correlation of using this and the real value that those gadgets would provide?
I have a dirty secrets. I was trying to use such a programs. It was called Sleep as Droid, and it was trying to hear how I am snoring, and if I'm trying to rotate in the bed, maybe this was time to make alarm ring. I was playing with this for several weeks. Maybe it's good, but then I decided I want to do it by myself, and I forgot it. Second, I was trying to use sleep buds. This is product from Bose, which is special kind of беруши,
Earbuds.
with some noises like rain, like waves, like hurricane, and so on. And I found myself that I sleep much better than without this. Then I was also trying to use some kind of beds, some kind of pillows, and so on. But then I just tried to look everywhere for this some kind of gadgets which is better and will improve my life for 2%. And I decided, okay, I am not living in the cave. I eat quite good food. I have access to any medicine I want, but I do not want to live just to continue my life.
In terms of the future of the biohacking, what is it?
I deeply sure that already exist people which are born already, and they will live for 120 years. When we will look at Russian classics, for example, Pushkin or Turgenev or Tolstoy, we will find that some people were described as a deeply old man at age of 40 or 45. When we will see, for example, actors, Hollywood or Bollywood actors in age of 60 now, they looks like 30 years actors from last century. So maybe first we will have continuity of life more than 1 century. Second, I think that we will stop eating some dirty stuff like alcohol. There are no safe dose of alcohol at all. and it should be prohibited. The same should be done with salt and sugar. You know, it was funny, but approximately 400 years ago, poor people were unhappy to see the dirty teeth of the healthy people, because they know this dirtiness was because of the sugar. So poor people were unhappy to have healthy white teeth because they were thinking it's a sign of my poverty.
And probably one question before the last one, it's more like a philosophical. So if everyone wants to be this Alisa Selezneva in order to, like achieve all of the, like amazing reports in their life, and or maybe some people do things to be like eliminated, what is the purpose to live longer, and how the one should have put their mind in order, okay, I have this good body, good mind, but what should I use it for?
It was the same question from Buffett. He assembled some students and asked them, okay, I will give to everyone, I will present to everyone any car. But take care, there is one condition. It would be one car per whole life. And all students were upset. And then Buffett said to them, now just understand, your body is this car. You already have it. You should be very careful. But if you will see how people behave, they trying to cross roads, do not wait for road signs. They trying to jump with paratroopers. They try to reassemble, for example, some kind of bullets and some other artillery. So I think nothing will happen. You know, it was 2 years ago when we have a COVID quarantine, and I was wondering why people are trying to escape their home. At home, you are safe. You would not be able to catch this very dangerous virus. But a lot of people were trying to run from the police. The same would be with our bodies. Yes, it will give the chance to live longer, but not too much people will take this into account. A lot of people will die because of some dangerous games or maybe unhealthy behavior.
Someone with dark human probably would call it not really a free will, but maybe a natural selection. My last question will be how knowing about the biohacking could help to make this world a better place.
Right now, we know very small things about our hair, about our skin, about our kidneys, heart, stomach, and so on. But if we will continue to discover it, maybe we will find the way how do not lose the hair from the head, how to have a good vision in old age, and how to have a strong sustav.
Need to think about it.
Okay, how to have strong elbows and knees.
А мы рассмотрели навык биохакинг и чем он полезен именно вам. Всем мира.